Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. If you are in the mood for a self-care, relaxing, chilled evening vlog, then you have come to the right place, because that is what we are going to be doing today. It is a Tuesday evening and I have just finished work for the day, and we're having self-care, we're having doing all of my favorite things, we're having good food. Not that I actually know what we're having for dinner yet, but it will be something good, and we're just having positive vibes in this vlog, because you can probably tell from the title I'm not doing so great right now, guys. Like, I'm fine. I just think I'm potentially on the brink of burnout, and I really don't want to go off the edge and fall down and go into the burnout hole. So we're just gonna relax tonight. We're gonna have a girly evening together and we're not gonna burn out. That is the goal. I'll talk to you guys more later on in the vlog, why I've been feeling, how I've been feeling. I feel like I do need a little bit of a therapy session, and you guys, I must say, are the best therapists money could possibly ever buy. So expect that in a little bit, but I should probably start this vlog off by deciding what I'm gonna have for dinner, because I've basically just been so busy recently. I didn't have a chance. I'm very lucky. My mum does my food shopping. I give her a list, I give her money, she goes out and she buys all the food for me, because she does it at the same time as her own food shopping. But I've just been so busy recently, I haven't even had time to write a meal plan, a shopping list for the week. So there are obviously bits and pieces that I can make food with, but it's the figuring out what we're gonna make, which is gonna be the issue. I love being a meal prep girly, a meal planning girly. At the end of the week, I will plan my next week of food, write down the whole shopping list, and everything's all good. But that is just not a reality for me this week, so we're gonna have to figure something out. I'm thinking we've got chicken. We always had chicken. Something with chicken, basically. But we had chicken wraps yesterday because, again, had no food or meals planned. So I can't have wraps. I'm really not in the mood for pasta, so I don't want to have pasta. And then that doesn't really leave us with much, to be completely honest. I'm thinking maybe like a fajita bowl. So I'm thinking we can go down the rice route. We have salad, we have chicken, we have peppers, we'll have seasoning.
Bluetooth mode connected.
Wow, you got a speaker?
I got my karaoke. Of the truth.
Nice.
Die for your sins instead of just slide inside.
Slide into inboxes and slip through the dark.
Smallest man
Who ever lived.
So cool, right? But yes, we're having a an Eras tour party on the 27th of November. I've booked it in with Aiden, so I bought a karaoke machine off TikTok shop so we can sing together. We're gonna go make some dinner now because I'm actually starving and I haven't eaten in a while, which is just not good news for me. But this was so worth the money. It was like under £10 from TikTok shop. I should honestly link it and get some commission or something, because this is such a good stocking filler. Because I was actually going to ask for it in my stocking for Christmas, but then I wanted it before, so I had to buy it myself, unfortunately. But let's go make food, because I am hungry. So fajita bowls are definitely happening. We have chicken, an onion, some Mexican rice, lots of lettuce to go around, and then I'm going to use these fancy little peppers that we've got. We must have some fajita seasoning. Oh yeah, here we go. Fajita seasoning. Aiden's gonna be fuming those. We have no sour cream and chive. I mean, if you want, you can. Drink for me, second drink for you. Aiden's having a cup of tea with dinner, which I honestly just feel like is very strange. But here are our fajita bowls. Doesn't look like the best thing, but I feel like for someone who didn't have any dinners planned for the week,
It's okay.
it's okay. It'll do. We found our way to the sweets jar. Aiden just goes all in very quickly. I feel like you guys must know about the sweets jar by now. My mum just took it upon herself. They're all like stuck together to make this our sweets jar. And I always tell her to not buy sweets because I just end up eating them all. And she always buys them. I also thought I like these fizzy pigtails, but they're a little bit too sour for me. I wish they were sweet, not sour. So I was feeling pretty stressed about talk about how I'm feeling, but I've just had to give myself a little bit of a pep talk, because do you know what, people are allowed to be upset about whatever they want to be upset about. they're allowed to feel burnt out about whatever the hell they want to be burnt out about. Well, I don't think anyone wants to be burnt out, but you know what I mean. I'm just going to talk, and if you think I'm being dramatic, that's fine. But I feel like hopefully by the end of this DMC, I'm going to feel a little bit better because I haven't really broken this down yet to anyone. I feel like this weekend I had the realization that I was tiptoeing around burnout, and I've never had burnout before. I've never known what the feeling is, but the feeling I had on Saturday, I was driving to dance, and I love dance. I love teaching, I love dancing, and I never have a negative feeling about going. But I can't explain to you the feeling that I had on my way there. Once I was there, I was fine, but it wasn't an anxiety feeling, and I don't think it was like a dread feeling. I just felt like I was gonna burst into tears any second, and I was literally having to like stop myself from crying in the car on my own on Saturday because I was like, pull yourself together. And I think I just had the realization that I am overwhelmed, extremely, very much so overwhelmed, and I've honestly done it to myself. I did in fact burst out into tears on Sunday morning because I had my Pilates workshop. Well, not because of it, but I couldn't not. Like, I had to just cry just to get it out of my system because I just felt so overwhelmed, and I didn't know what, like, there's nothing I could do to help myself. It's what I've done to myself. I kind of feel like we should work our way back as to why I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling. So obviously I always call it my little admin job. It's always been, I want to say, like my bread and butter. Like, I've always loved it. It's been one of those jobs where at first I only worked part-time. I'd log on, I do my work in my own little bubble, and then I log off, and that's it. I don't think about it. However, I obviously increased my hours to full-time, so that was fine. I was coping absolutely fine. And then recently we've had a very big shift within the company, and a lot has changed, and I don't think it's just the fact that it's changed. My workload, when I say it has tripled, I mean it has tripled. It is too much work for one person to be doing, but it is just me. I'm the only one hired to do my job. I don't work alongside anyone, and I honestly think my admin job is the main reason, because that's the only thing that has changed within like the last couple of weeks since I've started to just go into like overdrive. Like, I feel like before, with balancing all the things I was balancing, I was like, what do they call it? Head was just above water. I was doing just fine, but now I feel like I'm just like slowly, well, quite quickly, within the space of a couple of weeks, a week or so, I've just like down. It's actually been a week. It has been a week actually, and I've just gone underneath that water, and I'm just struggling to get back up. And I now stress about work all the time. I log off, and I still think about work well into the evening. I think about work over the weekend, and it's not a job where I'm gonna climb the ladder. Like, it's not, everyone knows that's just not for me within this job. I'm very happy with where I am, doing what I'm doing. I love getting my head down, doing my work, but it's now becoming a situation that is kind of taken over my life. So that's not great. It's something I need to work on, and I'm not looking after myself when it comes to working. But I think with my line of work, it needs to be done quickly. The work comes into me and it needs to be done within literally minutes, and what I do affects other people, so I just put a lot of pressure on myself, I think, to obviously do my best, get all the work done. I don't like work waiting for me. Like, I like to have the work, do it, and then be clear and all caught up. I don't like having to catch up, which is maybe a flaw within my own personality, and honestly maybe I'm making this into something that it doesn't have to be, but it's just how I'm feeling right now. That is the work side of things. Obviously I have more than one job. I also teach dance. Honestly, dancing, is that ever going to stress me out? No, because I blimmin' love it with my whole heart. So dancing, she's what she is. Wish I could go and audition for jobs, but that's just not happening right now. But the teaching side of things, I love. But obviously in July I started to do a Pilates course, which I'm so happy that I've done, and honestly I love it, but it's just been a lot recently. I think with working full-time, workload increasing, as well as doing my Pilates, it yeah, it's really kind of been like the nail in the coffin for me. So on my Pilates course, you did a lot of online learning at the start, which was absolutely fine, and then you have like your workshops, and then you also have to do your whole portfolio, which is, it's a very large project. I've never ever in my life had to do a portfolio before, but there's case studies, there's plan, like there's just so much in it. It's just been a lot to balance between teaching, working, and social media, because obviously that's another thing, social media. And I know you guys will be like, Talia, just don't upload, like we don't mind if you want to take a week off or whatever, but I just don't want to do that. And as much as I hate to say it, because I do social media because I love it, it's also a job for me. So I'm like, I just don't want to. And if you are in a normal job, like my admin job for example, if I'm feeling overwhelmed, I can't just not show up for a week and be like, sorry, overwhelmed, just gonna relax. Like, you have to show up in situations, and that's what I'm doing and trying to do. So yeah, basically it's just been a lot recently. I think it's gonna start getting better. I'm putting things in place now to stop myself from burning out, because I was being ridiculous. I was being stupid. That is it. I've honestly done this to myself. I was working my admin job, I was also balancing in social media into that, and I was also doing my portfolio, all in one 24-hour period. Bear in mind I need to be asleep for some of that, and I was literally working until 10-11 p.m. and that's just, it's not viable. Maybe it's like the one-off, but when you're doing that like 7 days a week, it's not gonna work. So I told myself that I need to stop thinking about work when I'm not working. My job does not warrant me having to think about it after work hours. So rule number 1, that one's proving a little bit difficult because I'm talking about it right now. Rule number 2 is I cannot work on my portfolio after I've had dinner. So I did a little bit of it once I'd finished work, and now I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm going to tidy up my room, I'm going to have a shower, I'm going to do a face mask, and I'm not going to touch it until tomorrow. Although I will say I'm hoping to be done with my portfolio tomorrow evening. I can submit it and it can go, and I'm gonna have to wait 2 months for it to be marked because the marking process is taking forever, but it will be done. And then all I have to focus on is my assessment, which is in a month's time, and I obviously need to do like a few bits for that, but that shouldn't take me too long. I obviously need to practice taking classes, but again, like that is more chilled than the full-on of the portfolio. I feel like that's mainly it. I have decreased the amount that I'm uploading on like TikTok and Instagram. I was trying to do every day, but it's just not possible. YouTube is obviously a little bit easier because I upload twice a week, and as I said, some people might think that I'm being dramatic, but at the end of the day, if you say Pilates is a job, because it is a lot of work right now, I have 4 jobs, which I don't feel like the average person normally has. I feel like the average person has 1, maybe 2. And I think my toxic trait is I've always said that I love to be busy. And I do love to be busy, but I think when you also don't actually have any time to do anything you want to do, or even just relax, is when you're going to find yourself in a little bit of a sticky situation, which is a situation that I am currently in. I'm just gonna relax for the evening. I don't even know what the time is. I'm looking around trying to find my phone. I don't even know where it is. I honestly don't care too much about where it is because I don't want to sit on my phone all evening. Actually, I'm going to tidy up my room first because I need to go tidy, because I haven't even had time to tidy my room. And also another big issue that is happening. Firstly, I feel like I'm starting to get ill. I'm trying really hard not to get ill though. Secondly, you guys know I struggle from eczema. My eczema is very much, there's 2 things that trigger it. 3 things that trigger it. Cats, not using non-bio detergent on my washing, and thirdly, stress. Stress is a massive thing for my eczema, and I've never had eczema. I've had it on the back of my neck, but I've never had it like in my hair, like on my scalp. I can't tell you how much eczema I have. Literally, I don't know if you guys will be able to tell, this portion of my scalp is covered in eczema, and I don't know how to get rid of it, obviously apart from not being stressed. But I can't put, like, how do you put cream up there? I've got so much hair. I'm like, I can't put cream on there because it's just gonna go on the hair. And I'm also starting to get it on my eyes. I've been itching this eye this whole video, which is not good. So yeah, I need to look after myself a little bit more, I think. I have just exfoliated every inch of my body, which feels great. And I'm now gonna do my face mask. I'm gonna take some of the liquid off of it because I feel like sometimes there's a bit too much going on with the sheet masks. I must say, my favourite sheet masks are the Patchology ones. Do you know what? I actually want to try more Patchology products because I just feel like they're so good. The mirror's all steamed up, so I actually can't see myself. Although, oh, where's my lips? The Garnier ones are really good high street masks. I used to love using these when I was in Paris. Please excuse the state of me. Because obviously dancing, you're putting on loads of makeup, working out and sweating with all the makeup on. So it was always so nice to use like a Garnier face mask to just bring my skin back to life. This is the best we're gonna get. And then I think we leave it on, yeah, 15 minutes. We're gonna leave this on for, and hopefully my skin should be a lot nicer. Guys, I just realized I have a toxic trait. Sorry, I'm gonna try and talk as normally as possible with this on. I just walked in here. It's been literally 0.5 seconds since I last spoke to you. And I walked in my head, I was like, what should I do? What do I need to do? And I'm like, no, chillax. Like, why do I constantly have to do something productive? Why can't I just be like, I'm gonna relax tonight? I don't know where this trait has come from. I don't know who I inherited it from, but whoever passed down the must be productive 24/7 trait to me, can you just like take it back? Because I don't need to be productive every second of the day. Do you know what I need? A holiday. Yeah, I could do a bit of winter sun right now, but can't afford to go on holiday because I've got to buy a house. It just sucks. Oh, I could go on holiday right now. Imagine me right now on a sun lounger in like Dubai or something, because that seems to be where everyone is right now. That would be great. Anyway, I'm gonna read. I feel like my eczema is actually being aggravated by the face mask, but I don't want to take it off. I'm gonna put on, I think it's a little bit early, but I'm gonna put on Beautiful Christmas Music 2024, relaxing Christmas music. Actually, should we do this so it's like a cabin? Smooth jazz, that's what I want. I want jazz. Like, look at this setup right here. I want to be in there. Like, I actually want to be inside the TV. Stunning. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, that face mask did not even last 5 more minutes on my face. I took it off basically straight away because it was actually just stinging. It was like right here. I think I must. Let's have a look. Am I getting eczema on the side of my face? I've never had. It's not focusing. Oh, does that look red? Oh, I'm getting eczema on my temple. And I also decided I don't want to read my book. It's not capturing me. If anyone has any book recommendations, like, I need books that get with the program quickly, otherwise I just get too bored. Something I do like doing though is, oh, that is stunning. I do love a good old browse on Pinterest. I just come across this dress, a potential wedding party dress. It's not brightness, it's stunning. It's like sparkly. Wow. Do you know what, if it had like a flowy skirt, I actually feel like it would be cuter. I mean, it's still lovely. I love the top half. As I was saying, I do love a scroll on Pinterest. I love a cheeky online shop. Not that I would actually buy something, but sometimes I just love looking at things. Is that sad? I think that might be a little bit sad, me saying that I just like to look online. Okay, I'm tired and I actually feel like my face is blending in with my bedding because I'm so pale, and I'm ready for bed. And I was on ASOS and I made an order. So first thing I got with these pair of jeans, you guys know that I honestly struggle so much with jeans, so honestly they'll probably be going back. And then I got this jacket, which again I feel like it's probably going to go back purely because it was £75, but I just thought it was cool. And you guys know me, you know, I'm like not very cool, so I thought I would give it a go. And finally, this is such a basic, but I just got this. Not my camera dying, but I just got that jumper. Shall I show you properly? It just looks like this. It's like an oatmeal colour. I don't actually have a jumper in this colour, so I feel like that's pretty warranted in getting. But I honestly feel like I'm going to end the vlog now. Aiden is on his way home. He told me to meet him downstairs for tea and a snack, and I've already brushed my teeth, but I'm feeling a little bit peckish, so honestly I might just get a snack as well. But thanks so much for being, you know, there for me to rant to. Thank you if you have made it to the end of the vlog. I feel like it was probably a lot to just listen to. I feel like this whole vlog I was just moaning and groaning, but sometimes that's just what you need. and I like to keep you guys in the loop of what's going on in my life. But I hope you all did enjoy this video, and I will see you all very soon with a new one, and hopefully I won't be burnt out. I'll be back on track. Subscribe, like, comment, and see you all very soon. Bye.